woman in Los Angeles bought a lumpy, uneven crochet blanket at a flea market for $200. It wasn't perfect. The stitches weren't even, some rows were tighter than others, but she put it on her couch, posted a picture, and within a week, people were asking her where she got it. That imperfect blanket became the most complimented thing in her entire living room. That story tells you everything you need to know about crochet home decor right now. It's not about being perfect. It's about understanding a few small things that make a piece feel special instead of sloppy. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what those things are, so you can make pieces for your own home that people stop and ask about too. If you've ever scrolled through crochet pages and felt like your stuff doesn't look as good as what you're seeing online, stick around, because we're about to break down what actually makes a crochet piece look expensive, cozy, and like something out of a magazine, instead of something that looks a little off in the wrong way. Crochet has completely changed in the last few years. It used to be something people thought of as an old-fashioned hobby, something your grandma did while watching TV. Now it's all over social media. People are turning it into wall art, blankets that cost hundreds of dollars, plant hangers, baskets, curtains, even lampshades. It's not just a hobby anymore, it's a whole design style. And today we're going deep into the most beautiful crochet handmade items and home decor ideas that are actually worth your time, your yarn, and your energy. But before we get into the good stuff, let's talk about the problem a lot of people run into. If you've ever tried to make something for your home with crochet, you probably know this feeling. You start a project with big plans in your head. You picture this gorgeous blanket or this perfect little basket sitting on your shelf, and then halfway through, it just looks off. The tension is uneven, the colors don't blend the way you imagined, or the shape just doesn't sit right. And that's when a lot of people give up and think crochet home decor just isn't for them. Here's the truth, though. It's almost never about talent. It's about not knowing a few key things that separate a piece that looks handmade in a good way from one that looks a little messy. So let's break that down, because once you know this, everything gets easier. The first thing that changes everything is yarn choice. A lot of beginners grab whatever yarn is cheap or whatever color they like the most without thinking about texture or weight. But here's the thing. The yarn you pick basically decides how your final piece is going to feel and look before you even start. If you want something that looks soft, cozy, and expensive, like those chunky throw blankets you see people wrapped up in during fall, you need a thick, soft yarn, something like chenille or a nice merino blend. If you're making something more structured, like a basket or a plant holder, you want a stiffer cotton yarn that can hold its shape without flopping over. This one small decision, picking the right yarn for the right project, is honestly the difference between something that looks like a Pinterest photo and something that looks like a first attempt, and it's such an easy fix once you know it. The second thing is color. This is where a lot of home decor crochet either shines or falls flat. People often use too many colors, or colors that don't really go together because they're excited and want to use every yarn they own. But the pieces that actually look beautiful and expensive almost always stick to a simple color story. Think cream, tan, soft brown, maybe one deeper accent color like rust or forest green. That's it. When your colors are limited but intentional, your project instantly looks more put together, like something designed on purpose instead of just thrown together. Now let's get into the fun part, the actual ideas, because this is where crochet home decor really gets exciting. Let's start with blankets, because honestly, blankets are the gateway into crochet home decor for so many people. But not just any blanket. We're talking about the kind of blanket that becomes the centerpiece of a room. A big, chunky, oversized throw in a soft, neutral color, draped over the corner of a couch or folded at the end of a bed. These blankets use simple stitches, nothing complicated, but the size and the yarn thickness make them incredibly luxurious. Some people even mix in a basic braid stitch or a simple textured pattern down the middle, just to add a little visual interest without making the pattern hard to follow. And here's a tip. If you want your blanket to look like it belongs in a high-end home store, add fringe or tassels to the ends. It's such a small detail, but it changes the entire look. Next, let's talk about wall hangings, because these have completely taken over interior design in the last couple of years. Crochet wall hangings, sometimes people call them fiber art, are basically like macrame's softer cousin. Instead of just knots, you're working with actual stitches to create texture, waves, fringes, and shapes that hang beautifully on a blank wall. A lot of these pieces use a wooden dowel or a branch at the top, and then the crochet work flows down from there, almost like a waterfall of texture. The most beautiful ones usually stick to that same neutral color palette we talked about, cream and beige mostly, with maybe a hint of brown or gray. When you hang one of these above a bed or a couch, it instantly makes the space feel warmer and more thought out, like you actually planned the room instead of just buying whatever was on sale. Then there's plant hangers, and honestly, these might be one of the easiest ways to bring crochet into your home if you're just starting out. A simple crochet plant hanger takes basic stitches, a bit of rope or cotton cord, and turns into this beautiful holder for your favorite plant. The beauty of these is that they work with pretty much any style of home. Boho, modern, cottagecore, it doesn't matter. A plant hanging in a crochet net just looks good everywhere. Plus, they're a great project if you want to try crochet home decor, but don't want to commit to something huge like a blanket. Now let's talk about baskets, because these are seriously underrated. Crochet baskets made from thick cotton rope or t-shirt yarn are not just cute, they're actually useful. You can use them to hold blankets, magazines, toys, plants, literally anything. And because they're made with a stiffer material, they hold their shape really well, which makes them look neat and structured instead of floppy. A lot of people like to make these in a chunky off-white color and just let the texture do all the talking. No need for fancy patterns. Sometimes the simplest single crochet stitch, done in a spiral, creates the most satisfying looking basket. Coasters and table runners are another area where crochet really shines, especially if you like the idea of adding little details around your home without doing a huge project. A set of crochet coasters in a soft, neutral color can completely change the look of a coffee table. In a crochet table runner, especially one with a bit of texture, like a shell stitch or a simple lace pattern, makes a dining table feel so much more put together, almost like something you'd see in a home decor magazine. And then there's the bigger projects, the ones that really show off what crochet can do. Things like crochet curtains, crochet lampshade covers, even crochet rugs. These take more time, more yarn, and definitely more patience, but the payoff is huge. Imagine walking into a room where the curtains are soft, textured crochet panels instead of plain fabric, letting little bits of light filter through the stitches. Or a lamp with a crochet shade that casts these soft, cozy shadows on the wall at night. These are the kind of pieces that make people stop and ask, wait, did you actually make that? So here's where it all comes together, the real turning point in all of this, and it connects right back to that flea market blanket we talked about earlier. The most beautiful crochet home decor pieces, the ones that actually look like they belong in a designer home, are not the most complicated ones. They're not the ones packed with fancy stitches or 100 different colors. It's actually the opposite. The simplest projects, made with good yarn, a limited color palette, and just a little attention to detail, are the ones that look the most expensive and put together. That's the secret that so many people miss.